Welcome back to the ESL Pro League Season 5 Grand Finals. Here with Sponge and Yanko still. We're at the Xfinity Analyst Desk. 2-0 for G2. Is this going to be a clean sweep?
Looking like it.
Looking like it, Yanko?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Good talk, everybody.
As usual.
Yeah, he is.
Is that the end?
I'm just disappointed. I'm just disappointed in you, Jason, that you did not greet the people with welcome future pro players.
Hey, future pros.
Hey, future pros. They seem to love those when those smokes land every time. It goes wild in here. Yeah, this, just as we say, just like that. Going into Overpass now. G2 has looked so good on this map. Is North? What is North going to be able to bring to the table? We haven't seen too much of them on it.
This is a very difficult map to play when you're 2-0 down, right? Because it's a map where you need to be aggressive. In order to be aggressive, you need to have confidence. And that's something that's definitely shaken at the moment for North, losing their own map pick by such a huge margin. We saw yesterday how dominant G2 can be on that CT side. We showed the gambles that they go for, sending 4 players towards one bomb, and then they just have Kenny S anchoring the other one. And you would think, okay, let's just go like where the one player is, simple enough. But the way Kenny S has been playing, that might not be the easy task.
The biggest weakness with what Yanko's saying right there is if they do send 4 towards B or 4 towards A, there is a blaring gap in the way that they approach those rounds, and that's Connector. If North want to take Connector for free, which they might be able to do, slow down the round, wait at utility, force the rotations to come out from G2, and then take normal duels, the classic 2-3 setups.
If you're wondering what that roar from the crowd is, G2 just walked back onto the stage into their computer. So no doubt, if we had any idea from the pre-show, that they're supporting the French side of things. Yeah, but this is, you say it takes confidence, it's going to take aggression on this map, and down 0-2, that's going to be tough. But this is what we just talked about could be a weakness of North, is the fact that they might be overly aggressive. So, and we know they're crazy and confident enough based off the interviews, based off the statements from Config, the white flag in the tweet. We know they're confident enough to do something crazy.
Their CT side for sure, right? They can be aggressive. We've seen that out of them time and time again. If they can get away with it and they can exploit it against G2, who look well prepared, props to them. The biggest issue I see is on their T side, the spearhead, the person who can go up against Kenny S, or the person who will most likely be going up against Kenny S, is meant to be Cajun. And I think Cajun is a good AWPer at holding lines and moving around properly and having presence. I don't think he's good enough to go on the T side and find Kenny S and out-AWP him. I
agree. He's not an aggressive style of an AWPer. You don't really want to make him the focal point of a round and say, okay, Cajun, you know where Kenny is, go kill him so we can, win the round. It has to be more of a team effort. Actually, North, as well as other Danish teams, they're very proficient at hitting that B bomb side, having set executes, even with weak buys. And that's something that they're definitely going to be they have to be able to do that, to execute that properly, because we saw how much pressure G2 has been putting on their economy throughout these series.
I don't think you can risk a B rush either with G2 doing that 4 stack, right? If you run into that, you're going to get absolutely mowed down. Utility will be coming your way by the bucket load, and you're just going to get smashed. I think the way you have to deal with it is take sewer control, take connector control, force them to rotate to a normal hold. Once you have that, you can do whatever execute you need to. But with the way that they're playing early rounds, rushes are not going to be an option for North.
Yeah, I mean, especially because we see G2, just the aggression on their own CT side that we've seen in the past can also shut that down. So, I mean, this map is going to be all about, we see it frequently, bathroom control, stairs control. Does this team have the tactics? I mean, we've talked about G2 looking prepared for this, but do they have, the preparedness on the T side of Overpass?
From what I've seen, their preparedness is just defaulting and then taking areas where they could be traded as a pack. So they're always going to trade favorably in those situations. And then from there, they're just able to go onto bomb sites with a number advantage and continue to trade out, right? That's what it looked like versus SK anywhere. They have more structure in place. They look like they know what they're doing. The thing is, they haven't been under the pressure the economy, right? The economy has still been in their favor. They've been winning 3 out of 4 pistols. Even when they did lose that pistol, didn't they force buy them back? Oh, no, they had the 3rd round win, right? Yeah. So they're happy when they do lose that they're going to go with that same strategy. And we did see that against SK once more. So North need to put them under pressure with their economy, make sure Kenny can't get that, or keep resetting them exactly what's been happening to them.
I mean, North will have a chance to do so, basically, in this game. Another thing they need to watch out for is Shocks. Sometimes goes by himself towards that water/short area of the map. Even like the first gun round, he just hangs on to the MAC-10 and goes hyper-aggressive, tries to find the opening for the team. And against SK, he was really punishing Cole0 throughout that half. I mean, getting him on the jump peak, basically, with the AK as well. So it's very, very difficult for North in those situations to even, just get any information.
I don't know if a reverse sweep's ever been done before in a best-of-5 in Counter-Strike.
First time for everything, Chad.
Well, it's a tall task, right? With the way G2 are looking, they're on fire right now. So if North want to claw back, this is a good starting point.
Well, we just saw North all get off the computers, join in on their huddle. I mean, Chad, what is your pregame speech usually? I'm a gorilla and I'm jumping in the bus. I want all you to join me.
Yeah, but right now,
does it change it anyway?
It would right now, because at this point they have nothing else to lose. Obviously, besides the tournament, but they're already against the ropes.
That's just that thing.
The bus is out of gas at this point.
Yeah, you pulled over. Everyone's pushing now. Everyone needs to get out and push. I'll still be driving. Don't you worry about that. But everyone else needs to push. And at this point, I think Config's probably the driver, and everyone else needs to give some heavy lifting.
Yeah, they need to do something for sure. Maybe even like if they lose this, should they be the ones paraded across the stage with the white flags?
Maybe they can get cream pies to their face, just like you, Jason.
Just like me, just like Henry. Everyone likes a cream pie. We've had enough. I think the pie era is over.
Hopefully so.
Hopefully the pie era is over.
I think we can find new ways to be funny.
We're running out of jokes, as you can see by the desk.
Quote-unquote funny.
We do have your knock-knock jokes to fall back on.
Oh, yeah, but I'm saving those for, when we really get desperate. That's pure gold.
Yeah, either way, the match is ready. The players are now ready. It's going to be G2 taking on North. Third map of these grand finals. Back to Sadicus and Henry G.
And back to the server immediately. We start out on Overpass. I shouldn't say we start out, but we continue on Overpass. And it is a reverse sweep needed from North. I don't think I see it going that far, but if they can get a map, like I said, they need a good showing in these finals.
Absolutely right. It's going to be the CT start for North. Exactly what they need here. Major Boy in the connector trying to find the first shot. He's going to be presented with a couple of kills available. He does a bit of damage and will be falling back. MSL to strike next, and they can't really get the headshots as of yet. As Kenny has to find the first one. Major Boy now could get two, but shut down by Kenny as well. 4-on-3, and that will be the full commitment now towards the 8th side. But Cajun B is trying to hold them off.
Body all the way out.
Back to B, I think.
Yeah, back around actually to the top of the stairs, but at the same time, everyone's coming back over to join him. They're going to walk straight toward Cajun. With manpower, they're able to win that duel, so they've opened up an access point toward the A site from long. Easy and Config, with AZ the one being an A, that they have to find at this point. AZ, I don't know if I agree with this, if he can get the shot and get away, but he's going to be re-peeked by MBK immediately, even if he nailed it, and he can't do it because Shocks beats him to the duel. And it's all down to Config, who was hot to start this off. He's certainly been hot on a mic this weekend.
Yeah.
And now has to step up again to try and win this back into the corner to deny the plant. Again, not much wiggle room to jump back. The movement mechanic, he's got to land the crouch jump onto the truck. He's got one shot. He's got two! Oh, Config! He actually only got two. MBK helped him. He took down Shocks, but you might as well count it.
Every time he seems to find something to work with here. They kill each other. It's a bit of a blunder there, looking like a very comfortable round. But Config, I guess we'll call that 3 kills. Made things very uncomfortable for them. They don't seem super hyped as of yet after winning that sort of round. Normally be out of your chairs and high-fiving each other. That was quite casual victory. But North do win the pistol here. 4 spy from G2 this time. Not winning for the 3rd round to bring out the AK. So they'll be disappointed with that, but still be gunning to do damage in round number 2 here.
Kenny will start to push in Tech 9. North have to convert everything, so the Tech 9s they need to be weary of. MSL close to Monster, smoke still down. Flash goes in, he peeks too soon. Times it wrong and it costs him. Big blunder, but Config steps up again. Sprays in, he's got 4, he'll wrap around. AZ beats him 2, it doesn't matter. His contribution is felt, and they find the 2nd round.
Well, Config stepping up in 2 rounds back-to-back there. 5 kills in total for him. I guess we can call it 6 if we said that team kill coming from MBK to help him out. It will be the full B execution there from G2. Getting shut down though, using the pillar to dodge the flashbangs and lining them up. Great work there from Config. Has to be the full eco at this point. G2, like I said, 4 spying in the previous round. We do have Famouses, M4s and UMPs and just Glocks. Nothing invested at all into round number 3 here from G2. Here to post a round. Say still, it's Config who's finding the majority of the work being done here. But for now, MSL chimes in as well, gets his first couple of frags into the game. This boy with the 4th there as well as his Shoxy remaining now. He does not have the bomb, he does not. Config takes him down. Now we get into the gun rounds. No AWP available for G2. Obviously, Kenny S would love to pick that up in the first gun round. Not will be a possibility here. So a bit of a bonus round situation for North. Famus, UMPs, what's the play here? Do they go aggressive towards short? That's normally the go-to here. Try and push off and get the first kill, then fall back. Maybe a boost coming in. We'll see what they decide to do. No AWP on either side for now. Round number 4. a look out for the aggression. KGB towards long, MSL on Major Spoy, trying to potentially find this first pick.
MSL pushing forward to the fountain. Aggressive, should greet Body with Cajun able to support him. Again, they lose the first pick. This time they lose more than that. Body, he's able there to catch back on the AK. Majisk overwhelmed, wrapped around as well as Body finds the third kill. Again, very positional controlled from him.
They're making so much noise there, man. Like the incendiary was good, right? But MSL was like an elephant running up towards playground. And then one flashbang came over, which was poor. And Body couldn't believe his luck, I don't think. The fact that they just presented themselves like that, gave him 2 AK headshots. And yeah, fair play to Body. That was nice shots overall. He only got 3, but North, I found out an interesting approach. I guess they're trying to get as close as they could with the SMGs, but it's too noisy getting there. Oh, Convict, not again. He finds one, looking at a second, gets it. Now we've got a chance in this round. Convict saving the day once more.
Absolutely on fire. AZ's going to help out. Shock's down. And BK, -1 so far with the team kill, gets himself back to 0s. He's got himself into a one-on-one as well with access to the A site. He's so far from this as he starts to work his way back in. Kit to work with, smoke as well. It's going to be planted safe side from MBK. He's expecting that AZ is going to be wrapping around, and that means not only does he get the plant safely, if he holds it down, he's not yet, he's still not comfortable. So I take back what I said. I thought for sure he'd be trying to put that plant in and then swing out to peek toward the bathroom. The fact that he's not done that is actually concerning. So he'll still take a safe plant, but he's going to have no idea where AZ arrives from.
It works both ways, though. AZ has no idea where he is. Now he's started to hit a bomb. He's trying to go as slow as he possibly can towards long is where we go, though. AZ has got the kit. MBK, though, in a very strong position. We'll see if AZ can do anything about this. So the smoke, that applies pressure to MBK. Yeah, if you can just drop the smoke and even just touch the bomb, it's going to force MBK to come out.
He's going to get spotted. He's not going to get that far. As soon as he throws the smoke as well, it goes straight across in front. MBK knows he's there. Easy kill. Sails around, pulls it back. G2 find their first one, and like you say, they were a herd. Or a pack of elephants, whatever it is, a herd of elephants. How does that work?
I think a herd, that sounds correct.
I think a herd sounds correct. There is a purple elephant on the map out toward the party as well.
Well, there you go. It all comes full circle in the end. There's Body. There's a lot of noise made towards that playground position. He managed to get the first 2 kills, but Convict, ever a thorn in their side, it seems. He managed to get those 2 kills. AZ got the 3rd in the 5-on-2 situation. Comes down to the 1v1, and AZ gets duked out by MBK. It's going to be KGB now, aggressive towards middle. You can see G2, even after winning the previous round, they're down to 2 players on Tech-9s here, opting for more utility and armor instead of getting the firepower up with the UMPs. So I'd say North probably have the advantage this round. You can see they've got the AWP for rifles, defuse kits as well. So a really difficult round for the French side here. What's the play? So far, so good. It's holding up in the default. Bombs down to T-spawn. They will be rotating towards B. This makes sense when you have little to no money or even utility or firepower. You want to be dropping the basic smokes at B, pushing those Tech-9s through and see if you can get that first pick.
Okay. Fans have certainly made their favorite known between these 2 teams. Config swinging back out again, gets the assist. It's the better position from AZ this time, but Body's quick to respond before he can pull out a pistol. Only the 20 bullets in the M4A1S. Completed that quite quickly in the exchange, but came out better for it. As Body and Kenny S get toward the site, watch for the flank coming in. MSL smoke down in front of him, but he could strike very quickly. That's due to dissipate any time, and Kenny gone. 6 seconds, I believe, before that will be completely open. And Body's going to have trouble getting back into position as it does start to fade away. He smokes toward jungle instead rather than onto the sandbags because he knows there's at least 2 players that direction. The third one, he's going to have a harder time finding, and he's in a very open position. He's got to be aggressive. He's got to control the situation and the pace of it. He started well. He can't control the spray to get Majisk.
Started very well there. Finds a kill towards short to take down MSL, but going to get beaten to the punch. And AZ with 3 kills in total that round, held off the B push. Coming in from G2, like we said, that's very standing when you got the limited firepower. Flashbangs were good. North focusing towards the monster tunnel, spraying a 3 down AZ. Coming to life now in this grand final. That's a big round for North to pick up. Pretty harsh reset towards the French side here. That money was weak before. Only getting $1,400 into this round, I guess with the extra 800 the bomb as well. That's all sign for you, Matt. I've never seen that before.
Maybe you should look around more.
Should look up.
Be more observant to the world.
Yeah.
It is, I think I've said this before on stream, but it is the hardest thing for a level designer or game creator to do is make people look up and interact with what is above them.
Well, we have got a force buy from G2 here. Galil, 2 UMPs and a couple of CZs. They have got some utility to work with as well. No one looking particularly comfortable at the moment in terms of the financial game, and Config goes down to the hands of the CZ. That's towards short. Great work from Shoxy.
Easy takes range to the advantage, though, to get it back. Miscomm there. Double smoke on Bags. Clearly someone said smoke Bags as in they were doing it. The other guy thought he meant, I'll do it. MSL and AZ. Means they've got one less smoke to work with, and a Molotov down at Barrels. Wide open entry point. MSL has to back off of it blind as well. Thankfully for his sake, Apex chooses not to push through because the CZ could have easily found the kill. But they have found the bomb plant. Cajun, good shot to start things off on the AWP. Low HP for both. This should be North still picking up the retake, and they do it by keeping all three players up. So what they needed to do, they achieve, and they'll go 5-1.
As the analyst pointed out, Cajun B probably can't go toe-to-toe with Kenny S in terms of straight-up duels, but so far, he hasn't had to do that. The money's been so limited for G2, they haven't actually been able to bring out the AWP whatsoever. Same story going forward as well. Round number 7, another plant coming in, second stage loss bonus. They're getting in the sights and only getting equal trades and having limited HP. Cajun B just comes in. You can normally call him as a cleaner, is he not? Mopping up.
He is.
Finding the kills where required. And it's going to be round number 7, like I said. PT50s, Deagles now for G2. And we need to get that Kenny S all out, I think. He's going to be on $2,700 right now. We get 24 on top of that, so we'll see whether he can actually start to get rolling here. For now, though, North can probably breathe easy and not really have much to do because just the pistols up against him, no smokes, no armor. Hold back, crossfires on the bomb side will be absolutely fine.
Jisk is able to catch body. Play from MBK to get it back on the Deagle, though. Great shot. Means they've also got to push out MSL. Cajun's watching toward long. He's going to support, but gets taken down. Apex. Incredible stuff from the Deagle so far. MSL's left in his own. Hold off the angle, manages to do it, and they've backed off over toward B where Configs greeted them, so it does come to just NBK in the end. He's already got one miraculous Deagle shot, but I doubt 3 more is going to be something he can achieve. What he could do is if he beats MSL to it, kill him, grab a gun, get a bomb plant. Then he's got a chance in the round, but no armor, so even then it's a tough duel for him late. And punch comes in. Pretty straightforward for MSL.
Yeah, a couple of kills picked out for G2, but nothing really to report. North now looking much better here on Overpass, and I have to say, pretty much down to Config and that amazing pistol performance as well, and managing to limit G2 after they picked up their first round. He's done a tremendous job so far. He's, of course, top of the scoreboard for now, 9-3. And we'll see whether G2 can get back into this. Finally, the Kenny S AWP makes an appearance, man. That's been lacking. It's an AWP, but with no armor as well. We call that the glass cannon. They'll be heading towards middle. And I don't think Cajun B, he's not the kind of player that'll be aggressively challenging him. He is towards middle for now, looking over the smoke. Going towards party.
Look at Magisk. Cajun, you said, was challenging. He's actually holding off. Magisk is in behind the fountain, trying to let the spout cover him if anyone walks around from the stairwell. They're both kind of watching the same position, though, is the problem. Because Magisk can't afford to swing out. Cajun wins the first duel. Now he pops up. They have no idea he's there. It actually works this time. The aggression paying off. Response from Kenny. Bomb grabbed. But it's favorable for North. They're able to sit themselves back defensively and be a little bit happier with the situation. And MSL as well in stairwell. No one toward A. Means that if Kenny wraps back around, Shock's already in water. He's primed to actually catch them off working in toward the sandbags.
Kenny S and Shoxy. 1 minute remaining in terms of utility. They're pretty much fully equipped. They've got smoke grenades, molotovs, and flashbangs. Kenny S hoping for a mistake to be made. They have got MSL patrolling a connector as well, locking them in this position that only exit route would be to T-spawn at this stage. They have got time to flirt with that idea. Shoxy switches positions with Kenny S towards Monster. He goes, and Kenny S focusing on short. MSL ready and waiting by the squeaky door as well. He pretty much shuts down this situation as soon as they strike.
Shocks and Kenny won the 2v2 against North, but it was perfect timing. MSL walks out. It was against, at that point, AZ and Cajun B. They're both already gone in this round, but Shocks won't be able to prevail against 3 players. It's too many for them this time around. In this half, is he looking equally as one-sided as our previous start to the map, but this time, finally, North have their upper hand in it. They're going to continue on with purchases and weapons. They've got an AWP still in the hands of Cajun. Full utility, full kits. They're loaded at this point.
Yeah.
On the other side of it, not great. They've got 3K, but they're the 4th round loss bonus. They could go a little more aggressive, leave themselves around 1,500 because they're going to get 34. If they get a bomb down as well, they're set, but they're certainly sitting back and taking the time out to discuss that now.
Well, they will take the time out indeed, work out what the best approach is. We've seen him try towards the B side with the Tech-9s. Getting the bomb down, sure, but not actually winning the rounds here. Still early days. It might look like a massive scoreline for North. 7-1. It's a much better situation they've been in the previous map, but still have the chance to lose this map. So need to keep themselves focused, continue the game plan, and it's not going to be the force buy from G2. They get Deagles, PT50s, and a couple of HG grenades. So not that much investment.
They've kept them honest as well. In the 4 rounds they've won, it's not like they've actually built a massive surplus. Kept a number of players alive, and most of them have only lost 2 or 3, but the investments have been quite substantial. So the force buy would have been interesting to see if they could whittle away at the economy further, but then of course if they lose that, they put themselves in a much worse position, so they sit back. Jisk, he's not going to sit back, he steps up. 3 kills for him as Apex goes toward long. Deagle can't land that MSL, and it's just Kenny that remains fast round, which means fast into the action with the guns up in the next one. No bomb plant, but again, they didn't force too heavily, so it won't affect anything.
It's looking very good for North. Managing the A1, obviously up against the limited buy there, but they're looking convincing. Keeping 5 players alive and actually seeing the scoreboard to be a bit more balanced this time. It's not just one player trying to do everything he can. Major's boy takes the lead in the scoreboard, 11 for 4, Config on 10, MSL on 8. So, another full buy available for G2, this time with the Kenny S and armor. AWP. Let's see what round number 10 holds there. CT's managed to get 1 player and it's connected. That's Major's boy. He's got the M4A4. Backing up Cage and B, who's at long. So, got a heavy focus towards B as well. You can see a boost coming in towards the B side of the map. It's going to be AZ trying to find the first pick. Could work out. Works towards short and squeaky door.
Just forced off by some spam through from MBK. Body finds the opener, though it's against Magisk. As he ran back around, he was funneled out toward the other position by which G2 is approaching. Decent exchange. The 19 HP. Decent doesn't count for a kill. Although that said, close only counts on horseshoes and hand grenades. And a hand grenade would put him down. So too will that bullet. MSL. Good positioning. 1 and done spot. He makes it work for a lot more than 1 and done. He's got 2, almost a third. Kenny gets a little bit aggressive. Tag, but minimally. Flash out. Perfectly popped in the corner, but Shox was too close. Was able to dodge it. They level the score in terms of men. Only that. Flash and Molly. Cajun has to give up the position, and Shox is able to get a lot further forward, but they don't account for AZ. Good trade. NBK, but Config swings in the same direction, same position, and Kenny S. AWP and bomb in his hands with 24 seconds. He knows there's 1 at truck, but he can't find the second, and he can't afford to tunnel on to the player at truck. As soon as he does look elsewhere, that's when Cajun strikes.
G2 just can't get rolling here at all on Overpass, can they? Another very convincing round there from North. This time it's MSO. Great work by him. Solo play towards long end. Like you said, normally a 1 and done position. We don't see many players get 2 there. Managing to stay alive as well. A great shot towards the flyby position as well. Getting the refrag on the T. Went for the frag exchange. And then he flashed the 3rd as well. Got information, 2 more there. Got taken down, but set his teammates up for a nice clean round there. It's going to be another force buy here from G2. They are a maximum loss bonus now. Only posting 1 round so far. It's not looking good. And Major's boy, he's relentless towards middle. Dinking 1 and then killing Apex as well. They'll fall back. They'll be very happy with that exchange. And you can see Shox, low HP as well. This is not looking too good for G2. They're being overwhelmed here. And this is exactly what we needed from North. They are 2 maps down. They just need to throw caution to the wind and say, look, we've got nothing to lose at this point. Let's start getting aggressive. Let's start allowing our star players to actually find some frags here, take some jewels instead of being overwhelmed. And it's looking very good.
Okay, will join the rest of his team. Those who remain, battered and bruised they are. Body's getting rather brave with 19 HP to slip up close. He's in this. Oh, he's gonna do better. Man, I was gonna say he's in this to get the information and try and find an angle. He works out to get Cajun, but that opens up Magisk, and Shox trades that, so they pull this situation back just as they did on Cash. It seems like when they're down a man, they still manage to slow things down enough and take control of the defense and find openings.
Round 3, retake. Necessarily required right now. The bomb's yet to be planted, and MBK will capitalize. AZ out of position. Config caught through the smoke as well. MBK finding 2 massive practice rounds after MSL to try and clutch this out. 15 HP in the bank area. He's got 2 kills to find. MBK's low as well. Plant presumably coming in now. MSL pretty far removed from this situation. Needs to step up dramatically here.
They knew that he rotated over due to the Molotov. Came through just as he dropped the bomb. He couldn't sit to watch it. It would have been lovely if he could have. 9-2. G2 able to pick up 1 more, and they go for the AWP, the one we've not seen often due to the money.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we said, the bomb wasn't planted. The CTs forcing their way out of bank, and MBK is absolutely loving that. 2 great shots from him. Conflict found through the smoke there. So still plenty of money available for the CTs. This will be their final round, though. If they lose this one, find themselves at an eco. 9-2, and same story for G2 as well, really. They'll be fully reset. So this is a very, very crucial round indeed. If G2 can win this and get the 9-6 half, they're right back into it. Lose this, it's 10-2, and they might be losing it to Cotton on the road.
Timing. He just drops down. MBK's there. He could hear them coming in from the front door as well, and he had no idea which way to look first. Gives Shocks a gun. He only had originally the Caesar at the start of the round, so MBK down below will hold off the position. They're starting to push the CTs back tremendously every single round now, getting the map control. Cajun B's going to sit with the AWP. He's the best hope in finding a pick that's going to equalize things right now. AZ's pushed up as well at Sandbag, but no one over contesting that position just yet. Shocks actually could slip in behind him, which could negate the fact that he's somewhat passive-aggressive.
Well, 5-on-3. AZ patrolling towards the B side, but only Shocks on that side of the map. It looks like they might end up there eventually. Shocks, he's going to be exploring Monster. If he gets 1 kill here, his teammates get ready to go towards A. He just wants information. That will do. No frag obtained. Equals out the situation somewhat. Occasionally he's back towards A, but you can see they've actually used that call and rotated AZ over as well. So North are very aware that this is coming in.
Yeah, North was trying to gamble by beating them on the rotation to B, but as you say, Shocks being alone made it a simple call for G2 to go the other way. They've got to retake through smoke. Bomb's not yet planted. They've actually been dropped. Did Cajun just take down Body when he had the bomb? They've got to go back for it. They may have lost the situation in this. They just got it down. Okay, I wasn't sure that they were on it. They do manage it with 8 seconds left. It's NBK that's going to have to hold off, but AZ's got Kenny down. 12 HP. What a round for North to pull back, and what a call to go as a group, as a unit, over toward B and then retake together.
Shoxy, the in-game leader there, trying to be the hero. It was a 5-on-3 situation. He doesn't have to fake at any point. All he has to do is go over his team and overwhelm them with numbers. That's pretty basic Counter-Strike as a whole. He's trying to be a little bit too clever, I think. He's trying to say, look, I'm going to walk in a B, I'll get a kill, I'll guarantee you an open bomb, so that's absolutely fine. If he goes down, that's a little bit tricky. I think most teams know that's what he likes to do on this map especially. He tries to walk in B and makes things happen. He goes down, like we saw. As soon as they kill him, they all rotate towards A. They know it's happening, and that's a massive round for G2 to give away. Like we said, that could cost them 2. That could be double eco sort of territory. And Cajun B finds the first shot, takes down Kenny S in middle. This is looking like to be 11-2 half, and Mage's boy mowing 2 down from Connector. Very convincing stuff.
Body gets closer. Whoa. Mage just gets them all again. 4 kills for him. His map finally to show up. Better late than never. 17 kills. He leads the way. No one onto double digits yet for G2, unsurprisingly, given that they've only won 2 rounds. Config's on 12. So the duo are the 2 that lead the way in terms of kills.
2 rounds obtained by G2 on their map pick. After looking so dominant in the first 2, we thought this would be the clean sweep. But North, they're showing up now. We have another buy here for G2, but it's not amazing. We get the 4 AK shot and the AWPs out as well, but look at the lack of grenades. 3 smokes, that's it. Body, nothing at all. Shoxy, same story. Cajun B, looking like he's getting his confidence now as well. Trying to find the first pick, and he might just get it. Smoke to push him back, and it will indeed happen. He can feel shots coming towards him, but Mage's boy finds the first kill as well, and it's going to be MSL chiming in at the same time.
Body's low. Apex is going to try and swing around. Not much you could do there. Cajun backing up with the Deagle. Just took 1 shot. Just again, beats Kenny to it. AWP can't find much. 12-2. This is potential to be the most one-sided half we've had yet. We've had 10-5, 12-3, and now we could have a 13-2 for North.
Yeah, who
They've led at halftime, by the way, in 2 of the 3 maps that we've now played, and yet don't have a win on the board just yet.
Well, it looks like a pause coming in. Well, actually, no. We'll right back into it. Beg your pardon. It's going to be pistols and a UMP just for poor old MBK here. Looking very likely to be a 13-2 half, but we'll see whether that comes into fruition. This will be a bit of a decent nade towards Apex at the start there. He'll be falling back. They know the money's going to be poor at this stage. 3rd stage loss bonus only gives you $2,400 on top of no bomb going down. So, KGB, first shot, lands it, but can't find the kill.
Flash goes over, and Cajun has to go long to play defensive to wrap back in. But just gets baited off of it, makes it work, sprays through, but MBK there with the UMP will find it. Bomb's gotten its way into the site. Apex wants to plant, but he's not sure if he can with the smoke gap at the dumpster. He's got the bomb, but he's getting aggressive, and all the while that he does that, not only that, he's dropped it down the stairs. There's also a flank coming in from Config, so this looks very much to be a 13-2 half, Henry.
Yeah, absolutely. MBK now with 3 kills to find. Hasn't planted the bomb yet. And I think it's actually out of his reach somewhat. I think it fell down. So, almost impossible to win this one. MBK has been known as a bit of a clutch specialist in the past, but not today. 13-2. What a turnaround. It all comes off the back as well. That Config pistol victory, 3 versus 1. I think if GT got the 3-0 then, they'd have got the momentum, the guns they needed, and the utility as well. That just didn't happen. They seemed so limited throughout, and fair play to North, shutting them down. Every round GT won, they were there, ready and waiting to actually get the win back in their favor and take the money away.
Story this map for good reason for North. They've got a chance to try and pull a map back at the least. Take it one map and maybe even just one round at a time at this point. How many rounds left in this one, Henry? If they win the pistol, they're already on 13.
Or 14.
They would be on 14. I meant, sorry. I was wondering why you paused. You're right. They are on 13. Yeah. They would be on 14. Okay, depends how you look at it, all right?
Sure. Wow, we'll see whether they can do that. It's going to be north of the T side of now, of course. We'll have a look at that buy. It's going to be 4 sets of armor, 1 smoke, and a Molotov. Most teams favored towards the B side of the map, of course. This is going to straight up B rush. Why not? Got a huge lead. Just get in there and try and find the jewels. Molotov deployed towards the barrel. AZ finding the killer connector as well. This is looking good. Yeah, this is G2 actually playing a full swing on the map. They were pushed all the way down long, all the way down through middle. They're trying to trap North in B and potentially outside trying to execute. But the fact that they go so quickly really foils G2's plans because Body's left on 4 shocks, no kit. Bomb already down, they know exactly where Body is. It won't take much to take him down. He's trying to find a headshot angle, backing way off down the hallway. Shocks has done his job starting things off well. No one now knows he's got room in the sight. Certainly does. If he get one more bullet, he would have had it to a one-on-one, but Cajun's gonna win it. We are on the 14th round, Henry. Yeah, could be a very close finish here for North. The fact is, they need one more round to get map points, and G2 now. Do they force buy into this? I guess they almost have to, really. Kenny S first with a deagle and armor. Same story as well for MBK. CZ, some 5-7s thrown into the mix as well. So North know if they can win this round. It's pretty much map over. There'll be an eco after this for G2. So what's the play? What's the stack? 3 towards B. Shoxy aggressive off short. Kenny S and Apex controlling one long. You know the North are going to be holding up here, waiting for any sort of mistakes like Config's got right now. He actually manages to do a lot of damage towards Shoxy there. Takes a bit himself. Just wants to find his first pick. That's all they're aiming for right now.
Good position from Shox, but the HP is so low, and Config suspects this, knows that he was pushed up when he found the early damage. Good double push to pull it back, though. Still putting pressure on it. Majisku's sprayed down a lot of his ammo. Bit of a mistake. Young man, blow your load early. It's going to be now. Yeah, hate to see it. MSL on 5 HP. Things could still fall apart here, especially with Apex taking down AZ. Again, MSL 5 HP is one of the 2 players left. That's not a lot to find with a Deagle and an AK picked up for G2. Is it prolonging the inevitable, or is there a legitimate chance? I'm sure G2 think there is a comeback. They'll play like there is, that's for sure. Kenny, forced down, nails it to the Deagle. He stays with. He can't nail the second shot. Cajun, thankfully it was MSL that went down, because it's Cajun that has 59. That gives him a bit more of a chance as well to try and take battle with MBK, who's rotating back to the A site. 28 seconds. Cajun's got to go this way eventually, but I think he's trying to hope time's going to favor him and reveal something to him, a bit of information he can work with. So
MBK trying to find something here at the A site. 15 seconds remaining. He might assume it's B at this stage. I think he has. This is perfect from Cajun. If he comes in a plant at this point as well, I don't think MBK will even hear the plant going down. I'm going to have a look at his screen. He hears it. Okay, so now he'll go back just in time. The 1v1 begins. No kit for MBK.
Oh, but he's in the open. No kit, won't matter. MBK, perfect timing. Cajun didn't consider he was expecting the flank.
So does the comeback begin, Matthew? Who knows? It could well do that. It's going to be 14-3. G2 with a force buy in the second. Of course, they managed to pull it back. MBK with 3 kills in total. The French side's always so deadly with the pistols. And North now have a decision to make. Do they start force buying themselves? I don't think they have to. We discussed this in length in the past. When you have these sort of leads, 14-3, you don't want to keep force buying in and limiting yourself going forward. But I guess at the same time, you don't want to allow G2 to establish their economy. So they'll go for the more conservative approach here North. Just Glocks, not really purchasing anything whatsoever into round number 18 here. So just a chance to get the round overdone with as quickly as possible and then have another buy into the next round. MBK trying to hunt some frags here at the start. Hopefully, he should be able to get a few. It seems he can hear footsteps next to him, so occasion B looks like he'll be taken down momentarily.
He's just so timid, though. He doesn't want to get caught out from anyone down below.
Oh, Way.
Got it. Now he goes back the direction he was a little bit scared of. Thanks for the money. Thanks for the kill and the humiliation. Much to the delight of everyone here in Dallas, as NBK is going to continue on. He'll take down the Gist, hold the trigger, make it an ace with a knife. Is that possible? He's got a deagle out. It is possible. It certainly is possible. He gets all 5 with a knife included for NBK. If I'm not mistaken, his second ace of the finals.
That's got his first on cash as well, so that's not bad whatsoever. 2 aces in the grand final, albeit against Eco, sure, but still, it's a big round for G2 to pick up. Every round counts at this point. Can't give anything away from North. I was surprised you went for the knife. All things considered, you've got a mountain to climb here. Sure, the money's great, but if you fluff that, you're in a world of pain. It's going to be round number 19 now. A buy from North, of course, to get the AKs out. Bit of armor, not an amazing amount of utility, but Kenny S back on the AWP. This is the big round, of course. Shox is still on the SMG himself. 3 players towards the B bomb site. The chants have begun here in the stadium. The crowd are starting to believe that G2 can indeed make this comeback a possibility. I'm not so sure yet. I think I have to wait a few more rounds before I'm starting to be convinced. But this is audacious from the G2 side, pushing out for Monster, and it's going to be Body to find the first pick. Config dropped.
Guns up and Config down. Again, he's the first one to die. Remember that stat that he had on Cobblestone? He was the first to die 50% of the time when North lost the first kill. Oh, dink, but it's through the light pole. Cajun gets it back the other way. Was it through the light pole or through the rock? Because it went to 77. Barely scathed him, to be completely frank, as he's got a smoke behind him. He's going to try and play. Look how close he is to it. Just seeing the haze on his scope. He wants to fire and fade.
Indeed he does. It will be a final execution towards a MBK of an equal trade there as well. Now Kenny S with an amazing shot to take down MSL. Now he's getting in the zone, looking for some close range action as well. Hits the neck, but can't find the kill.
So quick, they hit that leg shot. It is enough, though, for the nade from Body to come through and do the rest. Kenny would have called. He saw the blood coming off it. Shox is going to wrap around.
Go.
Another round for G2. Add them up, start counting them. He's still in a good position, but it's not impossible to see G2 continue to chip away at this lead.
Kenny S. These are the kind of shots he's known for. That was sick. The fact he had the leg shot there as well allowed his teammates to get the HE killed. So I count as a kill as him, really. Like, he actually contributed to that heavily. 14-5, another recap for North. These are fine. You won't see many force buys coming in purely because they got this huge lead. There's better rounds to work with it. Don't need to keep force buying. Don't need to limit your own economy. Get the full orbs out, AKs, grenades, everything you need. A plant coming as well. This is looking kind of dangerous for G2. Should win the round overall, but that plant comes in, helps North going forward dramatically.
Playback from Config to at least get one down on the pistol, but economic damage is all he can play for at this point. Won't even get much further than that. Apex wins out. Diffuse comes in, but the bomb plants. With now a 3 and turning into a 4-round bonus, they're going to be set to go for whatever they like. If they want to go T-sided ops, have at it, boys.
14-6. The gap closes every round, but another buy available for North now. Went for that fast B play. They were lucky to actually get the bomb down as quickly as they did. And Major's boy, Matt, we haven't seen this for a while. The Krieg is coming out on the T side here. It's been a while. It's the other rifle available for the terrorists. Costs slightly more. It's $3,000 instead of $2,700. Has a scope on it as well. Major's boy, pretty much the only pro that decides to use it. I've never seen him do a good job of it, so let's see whether he can.
He's already starting to reveal the angle. He's the one that likes to use it, always has. Almost looks like we're playing PUBG with that scope in. And again, he gets beat for it. Tagged down to 15, the AWP wins.
I've never seen it get a kill. And he apparently in practice it's amazing. In online games he works really well. Ooh, that's better from Cajun.
Yeah, Shox thought he was safe to walk back. They'd already taken over the construction position. Apex and Kenny are going to fade off their position at long A because they know they've lost a lot of ground at B, so they have to be in a better position to rotate when the time comes.
4-4 for now. North still with their smokes and Molotovs available to them. Looks like this will be a full B commitment to finish things off here. MBK with a decent flashbang working with Body as well. He gets one kill. Equal exchanges here, and MBK can't find more. Config might find the map point.
This could be it with Kenny smoked off as well in Apex. As I said, Kenny backed off to get a faster rotation. It was the right call, but Apex stayed out toward long in the off chance they would come back toward A, and it didn't pay off. So he's just made it to T-spawn now, as we see. Looking for 15, Kenny. Looking for magic as always. Fires through, hits Cajun, does Apex. Kenny knows it, he tries to wall through, he's close again. Getting warmer, spots Config down below. I think actually his own gun blocked him from seeing exactly where he was. What a snap! As he snaps over to get him back, it's 1-on-1. He's already toward the bomb, taps it, pulls him off, and he's got it on the up. How does Kenny pull this off time and time again?
He's just unbelievable, isn't he? This is why he's considered one of the world's very best AWP players. So confident, every chance and every opportunity he's alive, he's going to be trying to find the win in the round. It's so good to watch. Snapshots all over the place, tagging people through walls. Such a nuisance. How did he make this work? Oh my God. So sick.
He jumped up and knew he was there because he got tagged, but I think his own gun blocked him from seeing exactly the angle, and still he pulls that off.
Unbelievable. Wow. Just when we thought Config had done enough. This looks like a B rush coming in. Why not North? Keep throwing the B rushes in. One of them's going to work out eventually.
It's not a bad mentality until they get to double digits. Then you've got to rethink the plan. AZ starts it off. Body pulls it back, only for a moment. This time, they're in a similar situation, to be fair. 3 versus 2, but they're a lot closer, Apex and Kenny. Same 2 players from A that rotate back over to try and make it work.
Ooh, MSL with the bomb there. Double incendiary, does a lot of damage to him. Takes him down to 12 as well. I think we have a player pushing for the smoke. That's Apex. That could be the frag that decides it. Kenny S now 3 versus 1. Lost track of the bomb as well. It's making its way towards the A bomb side, but he might just be aware. Oh, they're so apprehensive. They don't want to commit to anything. I think they'll opt back towards B.
Yeah, the faded flash thrown out, which clearly came from an off angle at the window.
Surely this is
leads them to believe, but Kenny's trying to stay ahead of it. Certainly will. Takes down MSL, bomb dropped. 53 seconds, they'll be able to grab it, but it gives him more room to work with. They'll smoke it, take no mistakes. Take no chances. He drops in, and I think they would have had to have heard that. Magist, prime position, wraps in. It goes to 15, and Magist makes damn sure that he's dead. As they only need one more round to get a map in this grand final.
Oh, crowd's not happy about that, but it is going to be map point indeed for North. B rushes, I guess that's a good mentality to have. You can see the Astralis do that in the past when they've struggled to close games out. Start throwing the rushes out there. When you've got the money, you've got this bed of rounds there. Might as well give it a go and just see if you can have one round of success there. Kenny S in a 3 versus 1 certainly made things uncomfortable, but this is looking like it's coming to a head now. We've got Apex on the auto shotgun, a Deagle for MBK, and just a Famous as well for Body. Kenny S with the AWP, of course, but I'm not sure this is going to be enough to keep them alive here. 8 in a row just to force overtime.
And he's timing. Oh. Normally, that's when he pulls the trigger. But he switches the gun off. Does still tag MSL through the edge of the wall. Puts him on 33. Smokes himself back in. Better to burn out than fade away. He goes for the fade instead. It keeps you alive in Counter-Strike. Good shot. He'll find MSL as well. Another 3 versus 2 for North. 3rd round in a row. That's going to change back. Don't hold it against him, Brittany, because Body's got a kill against AZ. It's Config that spots him up, but he's going to try and rotate in through Monster and beat him to the site. Problem is that even though he does, Body has not moved. If he continues to watch the short pipe, he could still catch Bomb rotating through.
It's going to be a tight situation here to finish things off. 2-on-2. HP advantage lying with North for short. They've got control of the B bombs I hear. Smokes towards short, and Body, that's a decent nade. Might do some damage, but not too much, only 4 towards Cajun. So this is looking like they're going to do it, but still, with Kenny S alive, we know anything is possible.
Nade as well reveals the fact that they are certainly coming this direction. They did spot Body, remember, obviously, on the way through. But they're both going to be doubling up. It's Kenny to start it. The fast op, the best op on retake, surely. It's Cajun. Has to go toe-to-toe with him now. We talked about flashiness. Kenny's the flashier! He does it again! And he's going to clutch back one more to keep G2 alive.
Just about 1v1. It's the Orbs. We did say going into this one, Kenny S, amazing these close range encounters with the AWP. Of course, a little quick scope there to finish it off.
It is a reset, but plants coming through in so many previous rounds, they actually built up quite a bit, so they'll be able to buy once more North.
Yeah, they should be able to. It's Tech9s, though. Deagles.
Playing the long game.
Oh, yeah, it makes sense, though, right? Get the Orbs out, get everything you need. It's 1 round compared to the 7 that G2 need just for overtime. You might as well try and finish off the gun rounds instead of trying to limit yourself going forward. But here we go, Config, fast towards short. Nice shot that takes down Body. That could be...
A dink as well. That could be enough, you're right, if they continue on at this pace, if they can capitalize on that damage, but it has been pulled back.
I thought he was going to get a double then. I couldn't speak. It was too much.
Henry, overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen too often. Sal's still looking for the shot. Shox is low. Deagle can't find MBK. He's going to control the situation, pull it back to Shox. Wrapping in, spots AZ and the bomb. He will go down again, not a big deal, because MBK still sits Johnny on the spot.
Yeah, another 4 kills there for MBK, taking his total up to 21. Wasn't the most comfortable rounds, but they all count. 15-9 now. Now getting closer once again. 6 required from G2. Another full buy from North. No AWP coming out this time. Did it just stick to the fast and loose approach? Just try and get that 1 round for the rushes, took the trades in and hope someone steps up. They go back to a more methodical game and going for the control. With the executions, I would stick with the fast stuff myself. It seems to be working. Again, the bomb down, just need 1 clutch to go in their favor. Kenny S, though, to attack towards middle, flashed off. Might find himself in trouble here, just about makes it to the toilets.
It's always a problem when you have to run to the bathroom, Henry.
Yes, that's right.
Thankfully, he made it that time. So, in toward the sandbags, a double aggressive play from G2. NBK and Body. Body's backed off a bit to help Shox with Monster. They don't have information on that side, so NBK sticks around a second longer, but realizes it's probably not in his best interest. They can't afford a single mistake. Especially not early, and that is one, because NBK's too far forward. Config's able to spot his feet and get the kill. That waits at park to see if anyone's going to push through and rotate down from mid. No one is. It's a brawl. 4 versus 4 in the site. Not anymore. Body's got 2. Looks for the 3rd. And he's got that as well as AZ falls. It's a perfect play. Bombs down in the site. It's completely swarmed.
Yeah, Here we go, Mage's boy doing what he can. It's a 3 versus 2, but Body, 3 kills for him. He might just be the world's best anchor on the B bomb site in general. Very, very good stuff from him. So calm as he manages to give the advantage back in favor of G2. 30 seconds remaining now. Asian B, unknown to be a world-class rifle. Let's see whether he can step up here. The bomb's down in front of him, 20 seconds remaining. Some damage, can't find the frag just yet. CT's panicking slightly here.
The right idea. Knew that the second peak would come over from the pillar. Molotov's going to try and limit them. Unfortunately, while he's throwing that, just goes in and doesn't have much to work with as he gets taken down. So even though there's low HP, it's Kenny once more to find the final frag. Here's the money looking for North. It should... Oh, it's actually quite tight. It is very tight.
Yeah, 3rd round loss bonus, so $2,400. No bomb going down as well. They managed to get 2 frags, I beg your pardon, in the previous round. So there's a bit of money there, but this is a chance for G2. They've made double digits, 15-11 after this round. Presumably that's if a miracle doesn't happen for North. 1 Tech-9, a couple of P250s here. Mage's boy, he's got the body armor. And yes, Molotov off, flashed off, I should say, once again. But this could actually get a little bit dangerous.
How does he get away? And as soon as Kenny gets away anytime, you're just holding your breath because you've given him a chance to pull the round back. They still find the kills. MSL does finally get Kenny, but for once, it's a 3 versus 2 that helps and favors G2. Smoke, not a flash, trying to make Apex turn around, but he's in behind the tree, simply dodges it. Only at the end double digits, they're at 11. This is going to call for a timeout, MSL. A timeout going into a gun round on map point. They're definitely showing that they're a little bit panicked now.
I think it's just cool by Ruggo at this point. He's just saying, right, guys, 1 round and the next 4. That's all we need. Money's in a decent position. They certainly can buy. The fast rounds are working for them. That's the only round they've picked up since the pistol was that fast B rush. It got them to map point, so they just keep running it. They seem like they might be crumbling a little bit here. The current scoreline is 9-2. It's amazing in the first half. Current scoreboard, Mage's boy, 28 kills. Config, 23. Cajun B on 21 as well. Finally, it's more than just one player stepping up the team. We're seeing great numbers from Mage's boy. He's been quite absent all tournament, but it seems like Overpass is his stomping ground. Round number 27. Tension starting to build now. We'll go for the AK purchases of North. Do they go for that B rush? I'm having a look at the mini-map right now. They do not. Back to a standard. Kenny S wants to get his first pick. Been sent off by the flashbangs every time. This time he gets an opportunity to fire a bullet. Doesn't land it.
And then the smokes go at bathroom, so he won't be able to get the secondary angle. He plays wide instead. And the Molotov lands. He smokes off. He's done this before as well, because now he has an escape plan. Nails it, he's gone. MSL's out of the round very early. Kenny continues to control the pace. What a late stage to this map he's had. Park sign for him. Yeah. Fallen's position. Another operator who can land shots up close as AZ gets found by Apex. He's got no immediate threat, so he can sit there a little bit longer.
5 on 3. G2 looking to post their 12th round here and making a pretty convincing case to do so, I have to say. What's the play here from North? Still within a sliver of hope here to pull this one off. But Apex getting in front of the smokes here. Well in done position, but that's all it would take here. That pretty much thwart the attempts now from North. 45 seconds remaining. Kenny S. Another opportunity. You'd be very careful if you do that, but Apex, that's one walk past. Hello.
He wasn't even blinded in that.
It's weird.
Either he was looking at radar or he thought he could be sneaky. I can't imagine you'd take that shot.
No, he would have his crosshair in that area if he knew he was there. Must have been looking away.
Well, Kenny now has one less wingman to work with in the site.
Yeah, this becomes actually possible now for North. 4 on 3, 20 seconds. So MBK knows it. That's a great shot by Cajun.
I was about to say MBK's the prime position for this. And Cajun, as you mentioned, found it. Kenny's open. He's open. Config, he's got to go for it. He left it a little bit too long, but Body's the one to find the other kill. Body again to step up.
Stay alive.
And it's now him and Shocks to try and close out the round. 4 seconds, it's done. Config has to go down now or get away. Get away. Just barely as they try and chase him down. They're not quite getting around the corner. There's a smoke out. Body got him. He's lost his gun. He's lost his money.
That's so perfect. It seemed like North had done just enough there as all Apex missing that player walking to the flower bed. We thought, okay, they've got a chance at Cajun B, railing Kenny S as well. but Body, once again, stepping up in that key situation. It's 15-12, one player getting no money as well, so the maximum loss bonus is not even a factor. They have to eco here. Nothing purchased into round number 28, not even a partial buy here. 15-13, very possible, and then we really have got a game in our hands. Who would have thought after a 13-2 first half?
And what a stat that was just on screen.
I missed that.
To throw back to Season 4 when this happened in the final. Not only that, G2 coming back in this game. That's the story of their season. Starting off 1-8 to even be here. Kenny's here. And that is clear as MBK steps back out to close off the other three. Those two alone are doing a massive job on the A site. 15-13 from 13-2.
This grand final was certainly starting to heat up here. G2 looking for the clean sweep, 3-0. And after a 13-2 half, before North had this one locked in, but starting to look a little bit, I guess, rattled at this stage. They do get a full buy. They had about 7 grand per player. They took another full eco in the previous round. Want to have absolutely everything here. Orbs, AKs, all the grenades. I think let's go to set piece at this point. Let's just get the smokes down, get in the bomb site, try and get the plant in. The defaults are being shut down. We're losing the first pick every time. I'd just be going towards B, full-on set piece, and try and just have someone step up. Because right now it looks like they are feeling the pressure a little bit too much. 2 rounds will do it and take us to overtime, and I think that would be the end of North at that point.
Danish issues closing out a game. Hate to reference them. It's not been this lineup in particular. Dear God, Body. He's on fire.
So sick.
You can definitely hold it against me if you keep playing like that. I'll let you do it. Config goes down immediately after. 5-on-3 as MSL's a little bit clueless, I think, is the in-game leader when they're losing battles like that.
Yeah, what can you do? You had the pre-fire there with the AWP. Body comes around the corner, somehow gets the advantage there. That's when it's great to have the AK-47 at the CT side. You can be audacious, you can feel confident, and he finds the 5-on-3 with 2 kills towards the B bomb site. Funnels them back towards A, and oh no, Kenny S is waiting for them on the other side. AZ finds a frag in return. There's Apex, he seems to give his kill away in these key situations. Kenny S now, as long as he gets one, they're absolutely fine. North still within a shout of this round.
Different complexion to the setup inside of A this time. Apex goes down to get information. Like you say, it's not the best situation for him, but it puts Kenny on an off angle that he makes work. He makes everything work as he goes back out. It's AZ though, hang on, with 2 HP and 2 kills to find. 17 seconds, he's gonna stick this plant. Best case, he's just gotta hope for it. Getting it down as well, he's got money for the next round as we would play for overtime. I think we're going to, as Body shows up. Everyone is showing up for G2 in this second half.
Another pause coming in. North now really feeling the pressure. It's Kenny S just decimating them at every opportunity. Body as well. What was that towards Monster? We've got to see that from his POV. Looked absolutely amazing. 1 round will do it. Who would have thought? 13-2 into overtime. That's a huge possibility right now.
Interesting thing in this, too, is there is one X factor. A man who's been slightly behind. Look at this shot from Body. Dodges the flash and just absolutely perfectly places the bullet on occasion. But Shox has been quiet. He's 10-23, 7 kills behind anyone on North side, 3 kills behind Apex. It's really MBK, Kenny, and Body doing a lot of the work, but if Shox shows up at all, with 1 round to go into overtime and then he comes alive, that's overwhelming, surely, for North.
This is the real test now for North. They've taken the final pause.
Magisk.
Not again, Magisk. He brings out the Krieg. Kenny S, the people's champ. As we go into round number 30, the Krieg is back out. Is that the secret weapon to find them? The final round, just to take map number 3 here. It'll be devastating for them to go towards overtime here. After getting that 13-2 first half scoreline, that would be so gutting. Krieg is out, looking towards connector once again. The same angle. That Sliver to work against with the Orbis, but no CT presence there whatsoever. 1 round will do it. Do they have what it takes? The mental fortitude to hold on and find the 16-14.
Apex pushing long, flash out. He's gonna dodge it, but he actually gets caught. It goes deep enough that he's just a sitting duck.
It's Apex again.
But it's Kenny again, through the wickets. This time he's not gonna have it. North, this is their chance. They have to seize this surely in regulation. If this goes to overtime, the momentum lost, G2 coming alive, things will unravel quickly.
It looks like they've done everything perfectly so far. 5-on-3. A minute remaining as well. It doesn't get much better than this. Tension rising though. 1 missed call though could cost them the round and maybe even the game. Shoxy, like he said, yet to really come alive here. There's a chance to. This would be it. 45 seconds remaining now. Bomb makes its way towards A, and indeed all 5 players for North do as well. They want to stick together. No faking here, and it's up to MBK to find the first frag. Can't do it. That should be it now. Surely North can pick up the 3rd map.
You'd think so, but the way this half has gone, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Shocks in the smoke. Wants to time this perfectly. Flash will catch him in full duration, that's fine. He'll get his vision back before the smoke dissipates. He's got lots of information based on sound. He's got a flash from a teammate. A shock to the system as he walks out, and AZ and Cajun go down. Bodies on the other side of him, and how hot has his pan been? But a good find from Magist. They know where Shocks is. He's got to get an ace to take this to overtime. He's tanked up, he's tagged, and MSL pushes through. Thank goodness for North, because that was far closer than it needed to be. We'll go 2-1 in maps.
What an amazing game that was. 13-2 in the first half, and North, they were crumbling in the second. It looked like G2 had done everything perfect, and they had map point for so long there. It took them all 30 to get there, but North finding the initial kill there, getting the 5-on-3. We thought Shoxy, he could have been the snake in the grass there. It seemed like he could have come to life and got the ace there and got them to overtime, but it wasn't meant to be. North will do it, and we do go to map number 4.
Map number 4, which means another stop in with our analysts, who I'm sure have an up and down tale of this game. Definitely 2 stories to talk about, and both of them involve North.
Oh my God, that is unbelievable.
Now we've got a final.
Yeah, now we have a game. Obviously, that's actually unreal. That you just feel like you got punched in the stomach with that one, because they make the comeback all the way back.
The stomach.
Or the balls, one or the other.
It's never easy with North, is it? Like, you look at the first half, you're thinking, okay, finally they came into this final. We have Magic showing up on the CT side of Overpass, as we were expecting. They win the second half pistol round as well. Okay, surely this is it. A dominating win for them. You know, they're back into it, and then it just all goes downhill from that second round. In the second half, G2 just starts mounting this amazing comeback.
Well, after all, Counter-Strike is a game of 2 halves.
Yes,
yeah.
Chad.
Any other platitudes you want to throw out there?
Any given Sunday, you either win or you lose.
You like vagaries? We got plenty of them.
Yeah. Well,
so
was
you want some
punch in the face and keep moving forward? No, we don't have to do specifics unless you want some specifics.
I don't mind specifics.
I mean, let's start with, obviously, the big one is going to be Magis Boy.
Yeah.
Finally. Someone finally came to help Config.
It started with Config just doing all the work again on the pistol round, the 1v3, which has helped with that TK, so that's always a plus. Yeah. And then he got that 3K on one of the anti-ecos towards that B side. That's pretty good. And then Magic's Boy from there was the guy running away with it. He was putting up big numbers. He was having a lot of impact. Surprisingly to me, getting away with that aggression up towards Fountain, I thought they would have had him covered in that respect, but sure, hiding there, grabbing a couple of multi-frags, having no issues. And then it was like, well, this is all over. We're going to the 4th map, you know, and it all turned around.
It also, you know, I don't know if it was complacency or something from G2, but their communication wasn't really on point in some of those after plans as well in the first half, and they were towards B. They all seemed to be in the bomb site in those rounds. They didn't have any, you know, pressure towards short water or towards monster all that much, and it made the retake slightly easier for North to execute.
To be fair, it felt like one of those rounds had to go North's way eventually, right? Yeah. They kept getting the bomb sites. They kept being miracle retakes. Kenny hitting some sensational shots. He didn't have a lot of frags, right? He was kind of grinding back in, but the rounds that he was winning were impact, were huge impact. It was stopping them from losing the game. It was in two-on-2 situations, hitting some nutty flicks. And that kind of stuff is why he's a flashy player, and everyone here loves him.
And the last timeout is the MVP, in my opinion. I really think it's a great example of how the timeouts in CS can be used in a similar way as they're used in basketball. Like when the opposing team is very hot, when their like star player is hitting shots, 3-pointers, you take a timeout, force him to sit on the bench for 30 seconds even to cool off. And you saw Kenny in that last round, you see him peeking out of bathroom, you're thinking this is a double. He's getting this, you know, he's bringing it back, but he misses his shot, and North gains enough ground. They have a 5v3 situation, and they do manage to close it out in the last round.
Yeah, absolutely heartbreaking to have a comeback. We talk about this all the time. I mean, it's just better. We always say if you're going to lose after like a comeback like that, you might as well just lose it 16-3, just wipe it from the memory. This has got to be harder to bounce back from than a big loss.
Well, they have that massive lead, right?
Yeah.
So with that massive lead, it's fantastic that they're able to fight like that still and not just throw it away and hope for another map, because if they'd done that 3-0, it would have been amazing. Now the reverse sweeps on. North still under pressure, right? Even though I said it looked like they were eventually going to grind a round out, they would have been sweating there. They would have been getting nervous. You could see Config close to the camera. He was starting to react a little bit. The crowd with the North is choking chant. I think that's a nice one.
Yeah, the North is choking.
Yeah.
Choke.
Yeah, that's what you want to get out there. But I think going into this one, North is still going to be confident. Other people are activated now. Cajun looking good. Magic's looking good.
Can they sustain it into the next map?
Yes.
Yes?
Maybe.
Eloquent in its brevity. The crowd thinks not. Either way, we're going to head to a quick break. When we return, it is going to be the 4th map in this series. It is currently 2-1 for G2 in the grand finals.
this feeling.